Hello, hello. Welcome to bonus training. I felt compelled to talk about this today to give you sort of another little side bonus because as things started to come up and as I was having side conversations with many of you who are in this masterclass, I started to really come to the same sort of messages. Hello, Robin. So I felt compelled to share this with you. So I am excited to be here. For those of you, you should know who I am by now, but if you have missed all of the previous sessions, please make sure you go back and you watch them because they are going to disappear in a little bit, but I will be doing something spectacular with them. I'm just not sure what yet. Welcome. I'm Sandra Priestley. I'm a leadership coach for female entrepreneurs, and I'm also a Feng Shui practitioner. And I do things differently. I call myself the Feng Shui. It's like Feng Shui with an edge because I really teach it in the way that I have embraced it or embodied it and a little bit differently. And why my phone charger is not here is spectacular. Cam, he can't hear me. Okay, so maybe just come with me for a sec. I need to grab my charger. Cam, can you bring me a charger, please? Thanks. All right, so I need an assistant in-house as well as the tech team. All right, so I hope that you there we go. I hope that you've watched the first 3 days and also the little live that I did just from my perch by the lake where I talked about clutter. And what came through for me was this, like, you know, when I was talking about clutter, like one of us in the house might want to, thank you. One of us in the house might want to reduce the clutter, and the children may not want to do that. They may not be as excited as you are about, you know, reducing the toys, shifting the clutter in their space. You know, your husband may not be as interested in cleaning out the garage. So you just do what you can and you start to clean, and trust me, they will start to feel better in this space and it will like just shift them energetically too. So the changes that you do absolutely have impact on the other people in your space. What tends to happen is we sit and we just think, oh, I give up. There's nothing that I can do. I give up. I can't do all of this. I can't feng shui my space for me because they're wrecking it. And that's not the case. Whatever changes you make will help everyone in the home and even everyone that comes into the home to up level as well. There's the tech team. For those of you who do not know, I really just like tech. So I have a tech team that does all the stuff for me. It's so fabulous. Hello, Kim. So excited to be here. I'm excited that you're here too. All right. So this is the thing that I want to really talk about. There's a secret feng shui cure that no one really talks about. And this is something that I use a lot, particularly for entrepreneurs, but also for anyone who wants to really make some adjustments in their space to hit a goal. Okay. Hello from Washington, Shannon. You've got there. Yay. Robin says today, my hubby booked a guy to have the garage floor replaced. We're going to be giving this space a redo. See, great example. Robin, you up level your space. Your husband is like, nah, let's do the garage floor. Works every time. All right, so the secret. what I want you to do is see your space, see every space that you have, even your vehicle, your purse, your office, your desk, your main floor, your upper floor, your lower floor, your cubicle. I want you to see everything as a powerful manifesting opportunity. And like every single space you've got is an opportunity to create a vision board. Now, here's the thing. When I say that your home is a vision board, like a complete vision board for your life, you know, vision boards, they work like a hot damn. And people create these vision boards and put them on the vision boards and you know, open themselves up for magic. And all of a sudden they see, oh wait, I achieved that on my vision board. That's crazy. In The Secret, the guy talks about how he had on his vision board a picture of a home, and then he put them away and he moved. And when he moved into his new home, he unpacked them and he looked and he saw that it wasn't like that he had this picture of a home on his vision board, and it wasn't like the home that he just purchased. It was the exact home that he just purchased. And we're going to use our space as if it's exactly like a vision board. Now, here's the thing. The secret is that you can do these cures without having to share your vision board with everyone in the planet. And this is the thing. I like to personally keep my vision boards to myself. I have them in the office, in my office, but it's behind the door where no one but me sees, and I see them every time the door is shut. But in your space, what happens if you want to create, like, let's say you want to create $100,000 months, business success. Are you really going to place something in your space that every single person that walks through the front door goes, oh, Sandra Priestley wants to create $100,000 months? Maybe not. Might not be your decor, right? I mean, it could. You could have a $100,000 check, like a, you know, and you could frame it and you could put it at your front door and everyone could ask, Sandra, what's this about? And I could say, well, I'm going to create $100,000 months. That's my goal. That's what I'm going to create. I could do that, or I could do this. So I'm not going to show you this, but this happens to be a flower. I got flowers from my business coach. So Jana had sent me. She knows that my big dream is $100,000 months. Now you can watch me do this. You can watch me create $100,000 months. And it doesn't matter if my big dream is going to happen this year or in 3 years' time. You will watch me create $100,000 months. And I am choosing what cures to place in my space in order to create those $100,000 months. So this happens to be a note from Jana. And it is talking about me achieving $100,000 months. What an amazing thing for me to use. Now, I could put this in a place of honor. I could place this in my office. I could stick it on my Diva ring light right here so that I see it every single day. But what I chose to do was take this card that signifies $100,000 months, that signifies me achieving this big dream, and I can place it in my life path, career journey area. Now, I don't need to place this where I can see it. I can place this anywhere. I can place this underneath my life path, career journey area happens to be in my entrance. So I can place this underneath the mat at the front door. And what that means is the energy of this amazing card and what it says on this card is underneath that mat. It is what I feel. It is the energy that I get from this card every single time I walk over that mat. I know it's there, and I energetically, it's like I soak it in. What I chose to do, so I could put it under the front mat, what I chose to do was place it underneath this beautiful bowl that I love so much that is in my entrance. It's on the side table. It's this beautiful blue swirly bowl. And for me, it represents, that bowl to me represents like everything is possible. So I chose to put this card underneath that bowl, and I let it be the power of leading me to the next right step and achieving those $100,000 months. That is the goal. That is where I'm going. I am determined, and quite frankly, for no other reason than to just prove that I can do it. I just want to prove that I can do it, and I want to prove it for all of you. For all of my followers, I want to prove that the unimaginable is possible. Something that I once held on to for so long was a $100,000 a year job, until someone said to me, but in the world of unlimited potentiality, you can make $100,000 in a month. And something clicked in my brain. And it isn't about the money. It isn't about achieving, like having the money so that I can do all of the things even. It's about proving that I can do it to myself, proving that I can do it to my kids, proving that there is a world of abundance out there. And we can truly achieve anything we desire. So this is one thing that I'm doing. But you can use this as like this secret sauce, this secret cure that no one knows when they walk in the door. You can design your space. You can have an interior designer come in, design your space so that it feels really great. And you know, I'm writing a post right now that says that feeling good, if you feel good in your space, it's good feng shui. Yes, it's designed with the energy in mind. However, once it's designed with the energy in mind and once it feels good, what if we can create situations and spaces that totally move the energy towards our goals, not just feeling good in our space, but feeling powerful in our space. Like our whole house, our whole environment is a vision board for success. What is it that you want to create? Tell me what you want to create. And if there is, down below, and if there's something that is so huge that you want to create, I want you to find something that you can use as your own personal cure. So mine happens to be this flower card. It just, I read it and went, my big dreams, to the moon we go. Okay, let's go. And I chose where I'm going to put it. Now I'm going to tell you something else. When I wanted to, there was awards at my day job. So I used to work for, I worked for the federal government. And when I retired, I worked for two departments. So I worked for Corrections Canada as a parole officer, and then I moved to Veterans Affairs Canada, and I was a Veteran Service Team Manager. And I had won leadership awards before, but I was nominated for them by other managers or, you know, part of a committee. So one of the things that I really wanted to do was I wanted to change the team atmosphere, and I wanted to win an award that was that I was recommended by my team. Like I was nominated by my team, like the team that worked with me, not my peers, but like the team that worked. I call them my team, but my staff basically. Like I wanted anyone that was reporting to me, I wanted them to respect me so much, and I wanted us to take our level of work, our work excellence to such a standard that they felt so good about themselves at the end of the day. And I wanted to be nominated. I wanted to win this leadership award as nominated by my team. So what I did was I had 2 other leadership awards already. And so what I did was I put them in my fame and reputation area. And when I placed them there, I placed them with the intention that they were there for a purpose. And that was to lead my team so well that we just had such a service standard of excellence that was bar none, second to none, best in the country. And I believe that we created that. And I also wanted us as a team to be recognized nationally. So I placed those leadership awards that I already had received in that space. And when I did it with intention to create that. And this is the result of that. It was hard work, it was action, and it was a little bit of magic. Because not only would we have had to create this amazing team and up level, and we had to do all of that work, but no one on my team knew that I really, really wanted us to be recognized this way. No one on my team knew. I never mentioned it to anyone that I really, really wanted to retire having won this award, because I think that when your team recognizes you for the excellence as a leader, I feel like that is just next level amazing. And it was something that I wanted so badly. And so I left room for miracles. I placed those other awards in my fame and reputation area with the intention to win this award. And I did. Now here's the other thing. When my son, he was going to play hockey in the provincial championships, and they were like the underdog by far, I gotta tell you. The underdog by far. And we knew this, right? We knew that they could go and they could lose every single game. We were driving to Drumheller, and, my husband sort of said to my son, like, this is gonna be tough, but like, not very many kids get to play provincial championships in hockey. So just have fun. Do the best that you can and just have fun. Oh, I've got chills. And I thought, how can we even make this more powerful? How can I add a little bit of magic? What can I do? So I have this jar. I should have brought the jar. I have this jar downstairs, and it's for Christmas. It's like a cookie jar, and it just says believe on it. It doesn't really look like Christmas. It's just like a crock almost with a lid, and it says believe. And so I grabbed that crock, that cookie jar. I placed it in, I could have placed it anywhere, but I chose to place it in fame and reputation. Inside the crock, which is not my kitchen, by the way, my fame and reputation area downstairs is like my living room. And I grabbed the crock, I opened the crock, there was nothing in it, but what I chose to put it in it was a little piece of paper, just like this, right? A little piece of paper that said Cole and, I can't remember what the team is, Cole and the blah, 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 blah team, Cold Lake hockey team, are provincial champions. and they won. Now, does that mean that he didn't do all the work? They didn't do the work, that they didn't gel together as a team? No. But it added that little piece of magic, that little piece of magic like a vision board, that little piece of magic, and it was not seen. And this is the secret. It's the secret that most Feng Shui practitioners don't talk about. Just placing a piece of paper into a space with intention, knowing that you're placing this into the universe, into the ethos. Come bring me some magic. There's magic in that alone. My son, when he was in grade 10, he decided that what he wanted to do was he wanted to get a scholarship to play football. He wanted to play football for the U of A, and he wanted to get a scholarship to do so. By grade 11, he was doing all the work that he could. So, it's not always just like do the Feng Shui cure and then sit back on your ass, right? He was doing all the work that he could. He was working out. He was going to practice. He was going to, camps and things. And I knew that one of his goals was so much to just achieve this U of A scholarship. So this happened to be it's like a pamphlet that we had received when he was invited to junior day. What I chose to do was I chose to place this in our fame and reputation area. Now this looks a little strange maybe, right? But I didn't have to display it like this. I could just place it on a shelf, right down, leave it in the fame and reputation area, and know that it was there to add that special bit of magic. And he got the scholarship, despite the fact that I think he's been the only one to get a scholarship in Cold Lake. I don't know of any others for hockey or for football anyway. But, and he was able to get that scholarship. Now, does that mean that it was not on him, that he didn't do all the work? Absolutely not. But I added some magic. Then what happens is once you get a scholarship, you need to be accepted into school. And he has learning disabilities. He had really good marks in some subjects, but English and math, which he has disabilities in, he was a little bit of, struggling a little bit until we had gotten him, assessed anyway. And so what I did, again, I already had the scholarship. Now he needed to get into university. So while he was speaking with the coaches, they gave us this University of Alberta package. So when it says start here, what an awesome opportunity. So I chose to once again place this in fame and reputation. This was my cure. The cures don't have to be things that you've paid for. The cures don't have to be, big, huge shifts. You don't have to go into an environment and go, okay, well, I want to create $100,000 a month, so I've got to go and find a $100,000 bill, or have to, find the absolute perfect picture that's going to go into my wealth corner so that I know that, this is exactly the perfect purple, and it's the perfect sparkle, and it's the perfect thing to represent wealth. The powerful cures are the ones that are just mean something to you. So I hope that helps. I want you to really use the Bagua map and not stick yourself so much to all of the colors need to be here, all of these colors and all of these elements and all of these things, because you can do something spectacular in your space that is just as powerful, and in fact is almost more powerful when you create it to be soul aligned for what it is that you want. Now, I hope that helps. I personally love this other thing. Sometimes people in the family, people in your family, in your life, maybe even friends, they might not agree with Feng Shui. I had worked with one client who, her husband was really particular on where things went, so she didn't really want to do a lot of obvious changes. And so what I said to her is, okay, so how can we make changes happen that may not be evident in the home? So what we did was, she had this amazing business, and she had grown it to be extremely successful, very financially successful. And she had decided that possibly it was time for her to sell this company. And what she wanted to do was she wanted to sell it for a very lucrative amount. And so we went through her space in order to shift this, in order to change, or in order to make a few changes that were not very evident to her husband, but very much driven towards selling her company. I can't remember how quickly it happened, but it was within a very short period of time. And we made very few changes. So one of the changes was we changed the things that were on her kitchen table, happened to be in her wealth area. Her dining room table was in her wealth area. So we changed the things that were in the middle of her wealth corner. But we also she wrote an affirmation that she ended up placing underneath the table. She was the only one who knew that affirmation was there. And it said something like, I sell my business for X amount of dollars, or millions of dollars. Or I sell my business for over the asking price, or something like this. I can't remember exactly the wording that she chose to use. And within an extremely short period of time, she got a really good offer for her business. Now, she knew that this worked. She also did work so that her child could get into this university that, the holy grail of universities for her child. And so we went into her son's room. We made the changes in that room and got into the university. One of the, top universities in the States. This client also, she started to just really vibe into what she could create. Like, what else is possible? What kind of magical stuff can happen? And so she started to make changes, because one of the things that she wanted to do was she wanted to buy a property that was right next to hers. For 20 years, they'd wanted to buy this property, and they had first right of refusal if it went outside of the family, but it never was. And they had just kind of given up on this idea that they could ever access this property. So she decided, why not? Let's just see what happens. They bought the property. Her husband is now a huge believer. And it's like Feng Shui, man. The Feng Shui is that extra bit of magic. It's that extra bit of pixie dust. It is the thing that can help you to manifest the amazing stuff. Release the resistance in your body and open up and make room for magic. That is what this is about. It is outstanding to me, the things that we can create when we use Feng Shui and release the resistance towards it. So, I am so excited to see what it is that you create from this masterclass. I'm just going to go back down. Robin says, it's my knowledge. And so, oh yeah, okay. So Robin has taken a Feng Shui course and she calls things a little bit differently, but I would call this wisdom and self-knowledge. So when you want like extra zen, extra peace in your life, you want to go and work in your wisdom, self-knowledge area. What happens is many of the women in my world, and including myself, we have our garages. Our garages are wisdom, self-knowledge. So when a garage tends to be the catch-all, sometimes we can feel stressed and overworked. And so now, magic, open up room for magic, but we release the resistance and the frustration that we have towards it. And then we can allow the universe to take over. The tech team says, welcome, Kelly. Oh, made it into the group just in time. Yay, Kelly. Okay. Robin says a brochure, pamphlets, what great props for manifesting. For sure, right? Like and it's one of the things that we often don't think. We don't think about using things like a brochure on a shelf. We don't think about the things like in my basement, in my fame and reputation area, I have a 9-sectioned shelf that looks like a Bagua map, like a tic-tac-toe board. And I've got that in my fame and reputation area. And when I placed it there, it was like, Feng Shui, man, Robin said, I had a small pic of the Eiffel Tower for a year before we ended up going to Paris and a super big seat sale, right? Like it's just when we have things in our space that we know are there, it's like we're sending out to the universe this constant beacon. We're like Spider-Man, like Gotham City is like messaging. And this is what it's like. The universe is responding. So all we have to do is put it out there and use it. Robin says 100%. Yes. Okay. So I hope that helps. And I just want to go back to one of the things that I was asked was when I was talking about, for fuck's sakes, move your desk, my program for entrepreneurs. A lot of people are saying, well, yeah, my desk is in the right spot, Sandra. My desk is in the command position. I've got my wall to the back. I am farthest from the door and I can see the door. So that's it. Okay, no. Is that great that it's in the command position? Absolutely. But there is so much more to Feng Shui for your business than we can talk about in a 3-4 hour program. This will be me really explaining all the different wealth guas. There's not just one wealth gua. Did you know this? There's not just one wealth gua that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about them all. We're going to talk about what it is specifically. We're going to sit down and really develop, like, what is it that you want to create? What are your goals for your business, for your branding, for you as a person? Maybe you want to, create an opportunity to manifest the mentor of your dreams. So we're going to work on all of that. We're going to work on all of the different guas. We're going to really step into how we're going to use your entire space in order to focus in on what it is that you want to create. When I want to create $100,000 months, it is not just this in my entrance. This is a big, huge goal. So I'm going to explain to you exactly what I'm going to do in all of the areas of my home, in all of the areas of my life, in all of my wealth areas, but also all of the other areas in my office, and how I can use this to hit those $100,000 months. So I hope that that makes sense, because I think it's huge to know that it isn't just designing your space well as per the Bagua map. It's not just decluttering, even though decluttering will help to get rid of that stuck energy. It's not decluttering. It's not just cleaning out your garage. It's not just shifting something. It is designing your space with intention to reach your goals. You start with your goals. Start with you start by decluttering. You know, it's like if you have a whiteboard and you happen to be in chemistry class, you clear off the whiteboard of all of the chemistry before you put on the biology, right? And this is what decluttering is like. Decluttering is like clearing out all the stuck energy, and then we start with the goals. And when we create the goals and sit and really vibe into them, and we can remove all the resistance to them, and then we can design our space so that it helps us manifest and use the little bit of magic on top of everything we're doing. So I've been in business for now since 2010. And I have been working with so many women I've got 3 women who have manifested millions of dollars in their business. And this to me is the thing that I love to do, because why do we need to stay stuck? We can work from home and be successful entrepreneurs. We can have it all and be amazing moms. We can get to hold it all. And never have I felt this more than I have in this past week. And so I'm just dang determined to provide all of this information for you. I'm going to be there in the group offering you support and help as you create your own feng shui, cures in your space. You can ask me questions. You can provide me a picture of your space and I can absolutely help you out. We're going to be talking about all the things, removing all the resistance, really focusing in and vibing in on the goals and how we're going to achieve them in creative, unique ways that open up for magic. So I'm excited. If you are wanting to join me, please let me know. If you have any questions, you can ask the tech team or you can ask me. And we are going to start on maybe, tech team, are you here? It's the last Thursday, Friday, Saturday of the month, and then Monday, Tuesday. So it's like 27, 28, 29, no, 25, 26, 27, and the 30th and 31st, something like that. It's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday. So we begin. And I am so excited. There's going to be lifetime access. And every single time I run this group, you will get access to it all. And you'll be able to go through and create new goals because you will have achieved the ones you've got. But you can create all the new goals that you want. And every single time that I run through, you're going to have free access. So it's one-time payment. And this time it is my inaugural one. So it is $555 right now, and the next time it will be increased, but you'll get access every single time I run it. So more fun. I can't wait. All right, so I'm gonna let you go, but thank you so much for listening. I look forward to all of your amazing cures, all of your personalized cures, all of the like really cool things that you think about. I stretch you to think outside the box. Do something that is all you, 100% you. And that's like where the really powerful stuff happens. Okay? All right. Have a great day. Bye.